Paul Gate taking his time there, pressured by Brian Volker. Here comes Gate. Gate is open in the crease now. He'll take a check and has to pass it off to Dumpson. Dumpson winds up, shoots, scores! Rodney Dumpson, the biggest game of his life right here. All the attention is going on the Gates. And so when the slide manufactures itself, there he is, Dumpson all by himself. Watch this, Gate getting a lot of attention. Double team, triple team. He sees Dumpson. He dishes it over to Dumpson, who takes the bad pass, makes one move, and fires a shot for his second goal, I believe, of the day. Second goal for Dumpson. And 16th goal of the season. And Gate, I think, is 4-2 on the day. Well, now, Don Zimmerman's Johns Hopkins Blue Jays are under the gun. 4:47 left to play, fourth quarter. Syracuse with a 2-goal lead. Resin Pollock trying to wrestle the face-off for Hopkins. It's up in the air. He's going to get possession. Should be Johns Hopkins, and it is. 4:39 left from College Park, Maryland. We'll be back with the remainder of the fourth quarter in a moment.
As long as there have been barbecues, there have also been flare-ups. And as long as there have been flare-ups, man has invented ways to stop them. Now there's Charbroil with their new Flare Fighter grill. Its unique shutter grid puts the clamps on flare-ups with a flick of a wrist. Because you can't cook a great steak if it's on fire. Charbroil, we work best when the heat is on.
It's ever so tough being ranked #1 and not being rank. Playing the game without getting gamey. What assists me is Right Guard Sports Stick from Gillette with its maximum protection and aromatically airy scents. It's the essence of good gamesmanship. After all, when one is capable of home runs, why play foul? Right Guard Sports Stick, deodorant, and antiperspirant. Anything less would be uncivilized.
This championship has eluded some of the game's greatest players. Golf's finest take on a major challenge, the U.S. Open. Thursday and Friday night at 9 Eastern on ESPN. They're called the dynamic duo in Formula One racing. Alain Prost and Ayrton Senna continue their battle toward the championship at the Grand Prix of Canada. Sunday afternoon at 5 Eastern on ESPN.
Terrible mistake by the Z-Man. He had control, lost possession, and this could cost his team. 2 minutes, 10 seconds left in fourth quarter time. Syracuse leading at 13-11. The Orange will repeat as national champs if they can hold that lead for another 2 minutes. Wilkins, point blank, scores! And Palem never saw it. Well, that goes all the way back to the other end of the field when Z-Man Zilberti, the captain of that offense, lost possession, and the ball came down. There was no way they should have given the ball back to Hopkins so easily. It ended up like this. Wilkins with a great move to the left hand. He's a natural left-hander, and that hard shot found the left pipe. And Palem's looking around for somebody to blame, but as great as he was the 2 shots before, that's the way he's played most of the day. And that's not up to the championship caliber. I got to tell you, I thought he was screened that time. Ronnie had one of his own defenders blocking his side. Well, it could have been. Maybe that's why he was holding his hands out to his side. But the ball did come back to the near pipe. A little bit confusing. There's a Pollock fighting for it. And Petramala comes up with it for John Hopkins. 2 minutes left to play. Petramala checks off, comes back with it. Crowd in a frenzy here. 1:50 left and counting. 13-12. Syracuse leads it by a goal. And we go back to where Zilberti gave him possession, and Hopkins will jump on every opportunity you give him, and they're jumping on this one. This is the biggest, obviously, the biggest defensive test and the most important for Syracuse. Much of the crowd here at Bird Stadium standing is Brendan Kelly. Controlled. Back out to Wilkins. Wilkins had the goal a moment ago, breaks in, has it checked off. Nice play by Syracuse, Steve Scaramuzzino. And McCabe comes up with it for the Orange with 1:20 left. Scaramuzzino, the veteran, the senior, who really was looking forward to this game to be his swan song, his championship out of lacrosse collegiately, made a sensational check there, Tom. Stripped the ball of Wilkins after Wilkins had scored to bring it to within 1. Record crowd of 23,893 for the final game. The weekend total, 44,156. breaks the prior record by some 13,000. We're under 1 minute. It's in the hands of Gary Gate, who's got Volker to run with. Timeout called by Syracuse. Not wanting to make any mistakes here with 48 seconds separating Syracuse from their second consecutive national title and fourth in the 1980s. And we'll be back right after these commercial words. Don't go away. 13-12, Orangemen on top.
Sports cream, when arms are sore, when legs ache, when muscles hurt. Why Sports Cream? Massaging Sports Cream in brings fast pain relief. No medicine-y smell, no odor. Why Sports Cream? Because it works.
The final 48 seconds, maybe, is underway. Syracuse trying to hold that one-goal lead. They've got the ball, and this is Greg Burns. They just got to keep possession and keep it out of the way of those accurate sticks from Hopkins. There they do. They want to put it in the hands of the Gates, and it's Gates against Petramala. That's your best matchup. Petramala, he strips him of the ball, but Gates, does he have the presence of mind to get it? It's still loose. 27 seconds left. Looks like a face-off at the center of the field. Who's going to get it? Dumpson and Johns Hopkins fighting for it. It's still loose. Hopkins controlling. Well, actually, nobody controlling. 15 seconds left. Here comes Hopkins and a whistle. We heard a whistle with 12 seconds left. And a timeout. Hopkins had control. That's what happened. Panetta. Another terrible mistake by Syracuse. They kept giving the ball back to Hopkins, and Hopkins will take advantage of it, and I guarantee you they'll get a good shot on goal. All the pressure is on Palem. There you go, 23,895. Largest crowd ever, and this eclipses the record last year, of course, at the Dome in Syracuse. And a year from now, we'll be at Piscataway, New Jersey, Rutgers University. The Scarlet Knights will be hosting in that beautiful grass field there. But that's next year. 13-12, Syracuse, 12 seconds left in regulation time as Johns Hopkins tries to send us into overtime, and this is Panetta. Watch for Wilkins to take the shot. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. The shot to save, and Syracuse is the national champions for the second year in a row. Palem came up big. Matt Palem, who was average the whole game, had a sensational fourth period, and Simmons rides the back of that effort right into the second national championship in a row. Oh, Johns Hopkins certainly worked the ball around well. They had a good shot at a pretty good spot on the field. They were going with Panetta, and then they had Wilkins as an option. Syracuse covered Panetta beautifully with power, and then they cut off the option to Wilkins. That caused the pass to go all the way behind the goal. Not enough time left. They got the shot away with a couple of seconds left, and Roy Simmons Jr. getting a hugs and congratulations from his hard-working Orangeman of Syracuse. There's it. You wanted a motion from the Gates. There we go. Let's take a look at the last 5 seconds of the national championship game again. All right, Panetta starts it. He's the guy that's done it all. He was pressured. He didn't have Wilkins as an outlet, so he had to go all the way to the soft side. The feed came in. They actually got the pass into the crease, and Palem, who save at the last moment, Hopkins got the shot. Did get the they needed. Syracuse came up big. Palem the back. Thoughts as we see Syracuse very well, certainly deserves head best and all the credit that team should get. Hopkins, the coaching staff there, to me, gets an MVP award for this game. They prepare this team like they do every week to the utmost of their ability. Syracuse, again, a fitting champion, dynamic and the game. Well, fourth of this year, Johns Hopkins beat Syracuse 14-13 in the first game for both teams. They meet again for the national championship of May in College Park, Maryland, and Syracuse wins it by 1 goal, 13-12. More even than that. Congratulations to the national champions again, the Orangemen of Syracuse. For Lee Hillsborough, I'm Tom Mees. Thanks for being with us. These 3 days of great lacrosse. We'll see you next year.